Anyways, let's dig in here and let's talk about intention without action. Whew, this is a biggie. Hey, Kirsten. So oftentimes I coach people, I hear from people, even I've been guilty of this, of setting an intention. This is what I want. This is what I want to do for myself. This is the thing that I want to happen. And it's great. And that's how dreams happen and everything else. And oftentimes what follows is nothing, no action. And so when you set your intentions and you don't follow up with the action, all you have is the intention. And this is huge because especially being an intuitive, and I run it in circles with intuitive people, and I hear this so often, and as I say, I've been guilty of this in my time too. So I'm calling myself out on this too, but I don't practice this anymore. Oftentimes I've heard people say, well, the intention's out there, now I'm just going to wait for it to come into me. Unfortunately, that is not the way that it works. It would be really nice if we could just put our wishes and our hopes and our dreams out to the universe and say, okay, here I am, I'm waiting, just bring it in. And unfortunately, that's not the way it happens. What we have to do is we have to be in committed action and taking steps literally every day, or at least attempting to take steps towards our goals, our dreams, everything, every single day. Because without taking those little bits of committed action, nothing is going to happen. It's just going to be an idea, a wish, a dream, a hope, whatever you want to refer to it as. I prefer the word intention, but it's just going to be that, and it's always going to remain that without the committed action. So, and I work in this circle of coaches. And as I said, I've been there as well, and I've had my share of attempting to start things and get things going, and I do really good for a little bit, and then I've fallen off. And hear me, I'm saying I'm speaking to you from experience. So I have been in this space previously. I'm not in that space now. And this is why I want this, to resonate with you. And I want you to know that if this is happening to you, if this is you, you are not alone. And believe me, you are not the only one, and I'm not the only one. This happens so often. People have great ideas. They want to start a business. They want to be an entrepreneur. They want to get fit. They want to get healthy. They want to be in a beautiful relationship, whatever it is. And they put it out there, and then they don't do anything to move themselves forward. Prime example, you want to get fit. All right, well, great. You want to get fit. What are the steps that you need to take to move yourself in that direction? Clearly, you need to start moving your body in some sort of way. So maybe that's figuring out what is it that you want to do to move your body? What do you like to do? And so then it's like, okay, well, I like doing this and I like doing this. So prime example, maybe you like roller skating, and maybe you like rollerblading, maybe you like bicycle riding, all these different things. So try them all on, see what you really enjoy. Find the things that drive you, that make you passionate, that feel good doing. Don't go out there and say, well, you know what? If I'm going to get fit, I got to go to the gym and I got to lift the heaviest weights in the gym every single day, because otherwise I'm not going to get fit. How long do you think that is going to last? Probably not very long. And how many of you have gotten in the trap of setting the New Year's resolution of, I'm going to lose whatever, 50 pounds this year, and I'm going to do this, or I'm going to enter the swimsuit competition, whatever it is. And it never happens because you get bogged down in what you think you're supposed to do, instead of finding the things that you enjoy doing, instead of finding the things that you're passionate about. And sometimes moving towards your goal means starting out simple and slowly and setting realistic goals. Oftentimes, once you get started, once you start taking tiny step after tiny step after tiny step, you will get the momentum going where you're like, yeah, I'm ready to take a bigger step now. And yes, okay, now I'm ready to take a giant step. And things will suddenly start to fall in place for you and open up. leading you towards that dream, that goal, that intention, everything that you set. However, if you're not willing to step in and take those baby steps, nothing's going to happen with it. You're going to be stuck in this space of just having an idea, or just having a goal, or just having an intention. And this is so huge, especially if you want to be an entrepreneur or any kind of business owner. If you want to have your own business, it means that you have to take steps towards working at that. It just doesn't happen. And it's interesting because I want to tell a little story. Right now, my website's under construction. And my coach said to me, he said, realize, he said, just because you've got a website, it doesn't automatically mean and guarantee that you're going to have clients coming to you. And I said to him, I understand that. And the reason I can understand that is because I've done this before. I've created websites. And yes, there was a time in my coming through the entrepreneurial phase in the last 4 years where I thought, oh gosh, I've got the website. Yes, I'm ready to go. I'm ready to rock. Okay, people, just come to my website. Come on in. Let's go. Let's do this. And I was all ready and set to go. That's not the way it works. Yes, a website is a tool. It's a piece of the puzzle, but it also takes committed action from you, moving yourself forward and saying, okay, you know what, look, I've got a website now, so I'm going to reach out to this person and this person and this person, and I'm going to go to this networking group, and I'm going to ask to speak on this stage or pay to speak on this stage and say, this is my website, you can find me here, and I'm going to be doing lives, and I'm going to write an ebook, and I'm going to do all this different stuff because I want to get out there and be seen. That's what it takes, is consistent action every single day. And are there days you don't feel like doing it? Absolutely. Heck yes. There are days that you do not feel like doing it. And there are days where you want to say, you know what? I just want a down day. I just want a day to play. Can you have those days? Yes. You can have some time to play. You absolutely can have some time to play. What happens is we get stuck in this trap where we take too much time to play and we take too much time off, and then all of a sudden what was our growing business moving forward has come to a solid halt, and it's like, oh wow, what did I do? You know what? It's because you took too much time doing that thing and play. It's about finding the balance. It's about realizing, hey, yes, I can take a little time out here and there to play. However, that has to be followed by solid work and commitment on my piece and on my goal, moving me forward towards what I want, because otherwise it's never going to come to fruition. You can hope and wish and dream and everything else, and it's not going to come to fruition unless you're in committed action. It takes you to be in your committed action every single day. And I'll tell you this, and I've gone round and round. It's funny, I was just talking with Kirsten, who's on this call, who's on this live right now. We were talking about this today. We're talking about this with health and fitness and what it takes. And it's about taking the baby steps every single day. It's about realizing, okay, hey, this is what's in the gap for me. This is where I'm slacking off. This is where I need to step it up a little bit. I know what to do, but this is where I've been kind of slacking off, and this is where I need to step it up for me. And that's what it takes. It takes looking at yourself or talking with somebody that you trust, that you really trust, to give you the feedback that you need. That's honest feedback that you can say, okay, yeah, you know what? I'm not doing what I need to be doing. This is why my life's not moving forward. This is why the scale's not moving. This is why my health's not improving. This is why my finances are not getting better. Whatever it is, this is why my relationship's not improving. Because you're not in committed action and you're not moving yourself forward. If you want things to move forward, if you want things to happen differently, you've got to make the decision to move yourself forward. So map it out. And if you know that you're going to be a slacker, and I'm just going to say it, I'm going to come out and say it. If you know you're going to be a slacker, then schedule it in your day. You know what? Everybody's got iCalendar, Google Calendar, whatever it takes. Schedule the time in your day. Figure out what you need to do for you to keep yourself in committed action moving forward. So every day for 2 hours, I'm going to work on this. And every day for 2 hours, I'm going to work on this. And I'm going to schedule my time at the gym. For me, prime example. You know what? I've been talking about the fact that I'm so into spin class. I schedule myself into the classes. Well, we have to book into the classes, but I schedule myself and I don't give myself a pass. Now, there are occasional times where I don't go, and I will say that there has been a couple days that I haven't gone because I've been breaking through a lot of scar tissue in my knee, and I had to take it. It was in my best interest to take a couple of days off. However, I'm right back at it. I am absolutely right back at it and committed to moving forward. So whatever you need to do to keep yourself in that motion, if you need an accountability buddy, if you need to get yourself a coach, if you need somebody who's going to say, hey, you know what, this is what's happening, you need to keep going, then figure it out. But ultimately, it comes down to you doing the work. You can hire somebody, you can have somebody who's going to nudge you, who's going to remind you, but when it actually, in reality, comes down to it, it's up to you to do the work. You can't say, so-and-so, my accountability partner didn't keep me accountable, because you know what? It's not their job to keep you accountable. It's your job to stay on track. You have to be committed to your goal and what you want so bad that you'll do it no matter what. You have to be ready to step in and say, you know what, no matter what, my eye is on the prize. I've got it, and I'm going. And you know what, I'm a firm believer in not having tunnel vision. I truly am. I'm a firm believer in not having tunnel vision. However, when you've got your eye on the prize, then it's time to say, look, that's my goal. That's my goal. I'm going for it, and I am not getting distracted no matter what. And sometimes there are going to be little jaunts off the path. However, if you sit and guilt yourself over those things, or you sit and say, well, you know what, I went off track, and so I can't get back on track, and so it's done. Really? Really? You know what? Take it as a lesson, take it as a piece of the puzzle, and move forward. Remember, sometimes in life, when we have the oops, the failure, whatever, you can look at it one of two ways. You can look at it as a tombstone for failure, or you can look at it as a stepping stone to success. And I much prefer to look at those little jaunts off the path and those little whoopses as a stepping stone to success, because that's what's going to take me to where I want to go and to all of my goals in my life. So, recapping, intention without action is nothing but a thought. You have to be in committed action. And if you're ready, you know what? If you're ready to do that, and you don't know how to get started, and you don't know how to move yourself into that committed action, you know what? Maybe it's time to invest in yourself. Maybe it's time to hire yourself a coach or an accountability partner or somebody who's going to, help you stay on track towards that. But here's the thing, and I'm going to say this, and believe me, I've heard all the stories around this. I hear all the stories. I can't afford coaching. I can't afford that. I can't do that. That's too much money. It's whatever. You know what? It's an investment in you. It's an investment in where you are going. It's an investment in your future. You know what? You would pay for a class. You pay to go to Starbucks to get the coffee. You'll pay to go to the movies. Why don't you want to pay to keep yourself moving forward towards your goals? Think about it. If there is no skin in the game sometimes, you have no reason to keep yourself moving forward. When all of a sudden you put skin in the game, and by skin in the game, I mean, investing in yourself. When there's all of a sudden skin in the game, it's a game changer. Suddenly you're willing to do things that maybe you wouldn't be willing to do before. So think about that. And I'm not saying that, I'm the coach that you have to hire. However, if you're ready to be, on track and moving towards your goals, and you're ready to hire a coach, then let's talk. You can reach out to me. You can't go to my website yet. It's not quite done, but you can reach out to me and we can have a conversation. You can message me right through here or leave a message below the video. However, realize that it's all about you. So if you're not willing to take the steps, to keep yourself accountable, to take the action towards what you want, it's never going to come to fruition. So intention without action is nothing but an intention. I hope this helps you a little bit, and I hope it helps you move forward and find some motivation for you. And if you want some more, if you're looking for a supportive community, come on over and join us on the Jillian Christy page. We've got the Jillian Christy Circle. We've got a great supportive environment over there of some very powerful people who are excited to move themselves forward. It's free. There's no commitment. You won't be spammed with email, and I have lots of great resources in there for you. So come on over and join us at the Jillian Christy Circle. We'd love to have you. And I will be back tomorrow night with another topic here on the vlog. So have a great night, everybody. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.